after Gyanvapi, the focus now on disputed structure in Madhya Pradesh, Dhar. Bhojshala structure that was built centuries ago at a place of worship for both Hindus and Muslims has now been surveyed by the ASI on a special plea. India Today has accessed that survey report, about 150 pages. It details that there are remnants of Lord Ganesha, Brahma that have been found, and even some carvings of Om Namah Shivaya has also been discovered. ASI therefore has confirmed that the current structure has been built with remnants of a temple that was demolished back in the ages. In fact, this case now will come up in Supreme Court at a time when there are already legal troubles and fights over Mathura Krishna Janmabhoomi, Gyanvapi Mosque in Varanasi. Supreme Court has agreed to hear the Bhojshala case, but not on urgent basis.
देखिए, रिपोर्ट 2000 पेजेस में रन करती है। आज ऑनरेबल इंदौर हाई कोर्ट के सामने आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ने अपनी रिपोर्ट फाइल की है और बेसिकली रिपोर्ट के अभी हम कंटेंट्स का अध्ययन कर रहे हैं। पर मैं आपको इतना बताना चाहता हूं कि रिपोर्ट से हमारा जो केस है वो और स्ट्रांग हुआ है और हम आगे आने वाले समय में ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने मांग करेंगे कि जो 1 अप्रैल 2024 को इंदौर हाई कोर्ट की प्रोसीडिंग्स पे ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक वर्चुअल स्टे लगाया था, उसको वेकेट किया जाए और इस रिपोर्ट के परसुएंस में इंदौर हाई कोर्ट को परमिशन दी जाए प्रोसीड करने की। इस मांग को लेकर आज मैंने सुप्रीम कोर्ट में मैटर मेंशन भी किया था और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि आगे आने वाले समय में जो भोजशाला का सच है वो सबके सामने आएगा। कोई वहाँ पे वजू खाना नहीं था, वो यज्ञशाला थी। वहाँ पे बहुत सारे ऐसे पिलर्स हैं जहाँ पे हिंदू देवी देवताओं की आकृतियां और चिन्ह बने हुए थे, जिसको मिटाया गया है। संस्कृत की ऋचाएं हैं। सर्वे के 98 डेज के सर्वे के दौरान बहुत सारे हिंदू मंदिर के और हिंदू देवी देवताओं के चिन्ह और मूर्तियां वहाँ से बरामद हुई हैं सर्वे के दौरान। इसलिए कहना कि एक मस्जिद परिसर है और वहाँ पे वजू टैंक हुआ करता था, ये अपने आप में एक काल्पनिक बात है और मुझे लगता है कि भोजशाला में जो एक अन्याय हुआ है, अब उस अन्याय का अंत होने वाला है।
All right. Now, if I could take you through exactly what the ASI survey has found. India Today has that report as we decode it. The report shows that there are remains of nearly 94 sculptures and depictions. Taking a close look at it, we're looking at illustration of a horse that's been found by the ASI through its survey. In fact, another image there, as part of that report, also depicts Sanskrit inscriptions. And then going further, we see an illustration of a horse depicted on pillars. All right, we also see depictions of 2 triangles, that's one above the other, with their pointed ends touching. That's the triangle that I'm speaking of, with their pointed ends touching one another. And then there's also another image that shows war scene that's clearly depicted. A war scene with 2 soldiers. And then you also have impressions of domestic animal, a dog or a goat. An impression of a domestic animal that's clearly seen as part of the survey report. Moving further, we see 3 trishuls, which is significant in every way, as the survey image there showing very clearly the image of trishuls there. In fact, you finally also see 2 hand impressions. All right, this is basically to show you the survey findings. In fact, my colleague Pooja Shali has also spoken with lawyer Hari Shankar Jain. Here's what he had to say, the petitioner in the case.
हरि शंकर जैन जी, आप हमारे साथ जुड़े, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। अब हमें ये बताइए कि काशी, मथुरा और अयोध्या ये सब तो हमने सुना है, जो धार की बात सामने आ रही है क्यों जरूरी है, और एएसआई की रिपोर्ट पे हाउ मच इट विल हैव एन इम्पैक्ट ऑन परहैप्स हाउ दिस फाइट गोज अहेड। सर
देखिए, आई हैव टेकन अ प्लेज दैट व्हाटएवर टेंपल्स हैव बीन कैप्चर्ड बाय मुस्लिम्स और आफ्टर डिमोलिशिंग हिंदू टेंपल, mosques have been, and so-called mosques have been erected, I will get them back to court of law. This is my pledge. In furtherance of my pledge, I am aid for Kashi, Mathura, and now Bhojshala is also coming in our pocket, because you will see that it has been proved to the hilt after the report of SI that there was a glorious Hindu temple and place of religious learning that is termed as Bhojshala. It was created or established in 1034 AD by Raja Bhoj. And number of artifacts, the Hindu god and goddesses, the sloks, the other have been found after the in the report of the SI. SI undertaken the work for 98 days, and number of sculptures, Hindu idols, the broken idols, and a number of things have been found in the report itself. I'm not going to repeat all those because you know, and everyone now has come to know from the report itself. It being circulated on media since morning. Now the question is, how we can tolerate all these things and how Muslims can occupy and go on occupying the Hindu temples which were converted or tried to be converted as a mosque once upon a time. The question is, what is the religious character of the building? Religious character of the building has to be determined by the court. Then the legal thing is that Section 16 of Ancient Monuments Act lays down that ASI will, according to religious character, allow puja or worship of the community to which it belongs. From the report filed today, it is evidently clear that it was a Hindu temple and entire structure has the religious character of a Hindu temple. How namaz can be allowed to be offered there? How Muslim can enter into the premises for puja? No, I submit that no, Muslim cannot be allowed at all. And not only this, I am going to take action and
Sir, one quick word, because, you know, many will say that there was a certain harmony that the two communities can decide to go ahead with it. Do you think that is not a possibility for you at all here?
No. There is no question of compromise. There is no question of talking. There is no question of having any conversation. And two communities cannot decide. The matter belongs, and the thing belongs to the deity.
Okay.
It is deity's property. I have no right to give it to Muslims. And Muslims cannot have any right whatsoever over any inch of land of Bodhshala. After the report is clear.
All right, let me cut across to Heminder Sharma joining us for more on that. Heminder, would you break it down for us? What really led to this dispute? How long ago were these claims made? And finally, we see a petition that led to an ASI survey. The survey findings are in favor of the petitioners, which is the Hindu side. Supreme Court also now to take up the matter as and when. But importantly, we know that the Hindu and Muslim side in 2003 struck a deal and have been rather peaceful for the last 20 years. Both share the premises for prayers. The Muslims pray on Fridays, Hindus pray on other 2 days. Would you give us the root of the controversy here?
Well, the Bodhshala, the structure was constructed, as was mentioned earlier, in the 11th century. And somewhere around, the exact date is not known, but it is estimated that around somewhere in the 14th century, this Kamal Maula Masjid also came up over there. And thereafter, namaz was regularly offered at that particular site. Then independence happened. In 1947, Religious Freedoms Act, Place of Worship Act, they put that freeze date, 1947, 15th August, that said that any religious place that is being worshipped by, say, a particular community, a place of worship is set up by a particular community, that stays with that particular community, which is there on 15th August 1947. Things were moving smoothly till about 2003. The Religious Worship Act 1947 was in place. Muslims were offering their namaz, but then somewhere around 2003, the matter was referred to the Archaeological Survey of India, and they came up with a solution that Hindus are going to offer their prayers on Tuesdays and the namaz is going to be offered on Fridays. The matter further escalated, and then they decided that Hindus are going to offer their prayers once during Basant Panchami, since it was the temple of goddess Saraswati, who also happens to be the goddess of learning. And the controversy started when Friday coincided with Basant Panchami, and a lot of mobilization by the Hindu side was done in and around Bhojshala. And at that point in time, there was some police action was also initiated, and around 2006, the Muslim side had to be rushed or sneaked inside the campus, as the government had said before court that it will ensure that both the namaz and the prayers are offered on the same day. So 2 hours time period was given to the Muslim community. But now the archaeological survey on directions from the court, since the matter has been taken to the court, the petitioners remain the same as were in the Gyan Vapi case. And they went to the court on directions of the court. The archaeological survey has come out with its findings. The report is there before it was submitted before the court. And in this report they have said that Hindu idols have been found.
Got it. Hemendra, thanks very much. The demands here clearly by the Hindu side now, after sharing the premises by the Muslims and Hindus, the Hindus now want exclusive rights to prayers there at the Bhojshala complex, claiming that this is one and only revered Saraswati temple that the Hindus really followed, but unfortunately was ruined during the time of the Mughals. They want to reclaim it. So the Hindus now wanting exclusive rights to Bhojshala. Thanks very much, Hemendra, for joining us on that.